record, 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Throwing his fails. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way we can get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Touchdown, Giants. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's 2nd and 10. Now fails. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Running out of the gun with Dixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. They're taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he's going to let it go deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pass interference. Defense.
Everybody stay under control. It's a big play.
Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Giants.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's over. It's
Picked
over.
up by the Michigan man, Jabril. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. Taking it in. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
The kicker on for the point after.
I'm glad we were paying attention.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's across for 2 points. What a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts.
At their own
Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's do this.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now back to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st down.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Giants add on to their lead. The Giants will again come to the line here and try for 2. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough. To hold on to that one, it's 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good for a Jet.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
4 yards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine. Line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming in. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's going to let it go deep. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. It's a gain of 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Saquon Barkley on the carry.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And this is not even going to get there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
The kicker on.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Working with a 2nd and 3. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Of course, the game. Game can't end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the mid. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown.
Offside. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.